Hi everyone, Karen here. Now I've picked up this deck in Thailand, and it's the Sacred Nature Oracle. And I haven't had a chance to play with it yet, but that's something that we're going to do today. Now the card that came out for me is Commitment. Now, since I haven't really had a look at the deck properly, I'm just going to have a read to see what it says. Commitment, pearly everlasting. There are over 100 species, but only Margaritaceae grows naturally in North America. Pearly, everlasting flowers are dry, papery, and pearl-shaped and remain fresh-looking for years after cut for bouquets. Unlike most plants, pearly everlasting is dioecious, meaning it has blooms that contain only male or female parts, not both. Because of this, they must cross-fertilize using insects as pollinators, creating a mutually beneficial relationship with insects who rely on the plant as a food source. Pearly everlasting was used medicinally by North American indigenous peoples for a variety of ailments such as burns, sores, ulcers, and headaches. Pearly everlasting's lovely, delicate flowers are resilient and strong, inspiring you to find the strength within when challenged to stay the course. When you question or doubt that which you gave yourself to, or when you need to find sustenance and support inside to make it all the way through, Pearly Everlasting reminds you that you have the inner and outer resources to remain committed, to find the beauty and the spark that called you in the first place. Now, there's an affirmation here. I invite my trusting heart to walk through the fire, which won't hurt me, but will burn away all doubt. Commitment with my soul's true alignment frees me. Now that's the commitment here. And you can see it's a pretty looking flower up there. It's a dry, papery, and pearl shaped, and remain fresh looking for years after cut for bouquets. I suppose it's kind of like you see in some wedding bouquets, the baby tears. They look like they could, stay looking fresh for years to come. So I thought I might draw some tarot cards along with it to see what's coming out with the commitment card. So the first card we have is the Two of Wands. Now, to me, the Two of Wands, because wands to me are inspiration. And he's looking over the battlement of his home, or the front veranda. Now, his commitment would be to himself and to his kingdom. It looks like he's an earl or a baron or a king of his own castle. So I suppose his commitment would be to the kingdom and what's around him. So two is about making decisions and choices. And it's also the duality of life too. And you can see in the commitment card that there's two people. There's two people, Two of Wands. So it has to do with balance. What we got here? Now we have the Magician. The Magician has all the suits. He's got the cup, he's got the sword, he's got the pentacle, and he's got the wand. So the Magician is a manifester. And he has all the tools he needs. Just like, go back to that, 47, yeah. Go back to just the last paragraph of commitment. When you question or doubt that which you gave yourself to, or when you need to find sustenance and support inside to make it all the way through, Pearly everlasting reminds you that you have the inner and outer resources to remain committed, to find the beauty and the spark that called you in the first place. Now, it's amazing that the magician turned up, because the magician has everything he needs. He's a manifester, and he knows how to put everything together, the inner and outer resources, to create what he wants. And we have the two of wands as well. You know, he's looking upon his kingdom to see how he can, you know, add to his resources and see how he can expand. Because when you have two energies together, you can either, you know, just like putting two sticks together and they create fire. Putting two different energies together can create amazing things as well. So what we have here, again, we have the Two of Cups. See, it's alchemy in there as well. It's creating something new. So having the commitment card here, it's still, all the cards are basically aligning up and talking about the alchemy of transformation, having everything that you need to move forward, having the commitment to keep going, even when everything around you doesn't show you that you're moving in that direction, but it's still moving forward and knowing that whatever you need is going to be drawn to you, because as you're moving forward, you become like a magnet, and you have that vision in your mind. You know, I want to build a tree house, or I want to save up for a trip overseas, around the world. And as you remain on that path, you have that frequency within you, because you're holding it here, you're holding that energy. And as you keep moving forward, adding to the savings, buying new suitcases, or looking at you know, the destinations you want to go to, you're holding that frequency there. And as you're holding that frequency there, the universe sees that and feels that within you, and it will magnetize. And as you move forward, you will magnetize those things towards you. So it's keeping that commitment to the plan. It's being committed and knowing that you have everything within you and without you that will get you and take you further. We have now the Nine of Wands. It will be a bit of a task to do. As you can see here, he's got the Nine of Wands, and it's like one match is lit. He's got a bandage around his head, and he's looking in his eyes piece, you know, at the future. It looks pretty dim. It's steampunk tarot. It's looking pretty dim and dark, but he still has that vision in his mind. He's still holding up that wand, that inspiration that he had in the first place, in the Two of Wands. So being this is the Nine of Wands, he's come quite a fair way, because he's gone through the alchemy of the Two of Cups, the collaboration with another. You can see the DNA spiral coming together and creating that new energy to merge forward. Okay, let's have a look and see what else is coming up. So if it's a commitment that you're putting into place now, you're committing to something, just know that you will make it. You may sort of go off the path, off the beaten track for a little while, but sometimes you need to sort of verge off into somewhere else, in a different direction, but it's only for a short period of time. Let's have one more card, and we'll see what your two more cards are coming up. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands here. That's what we had, and he's looking through his telescope after he's come such a long way, you know. And then we have the Ten of Wands, which is basically saying, okay, now we've come to the end, because the nines are the endings. So it's clearing up everything from the Ace to the Nine. But then we have the 10, and it's like an angel coming through with that with the light, which is one, which is a new beginning. So you will get there. And then the last card we have here is the Moon. And it's just letting go of the illusions. See how it's shining? It's almost like the light at the end of the tunnel. And it's like, finally, I got there through this commitment and holding on to the energy, holding on to the vision, holding on to the frequency, and allowing everything to come towards me, being a magnifier, basically. And that's how you get there. And it's using the energy, it's understanding the energy. And that's why we need to keep our energies clear. Because if we have things in our energy fields, if we're focused on a destination that we want to get to, we try to keep our energy clear to keep moving forward. And with the right commitment, you have all the tools that you need to get there. So I hope that's sort of given you a bit of understanding of, the commitment and the energy that's needed to move forward, and having the faith and the determination to keep going. So I'll leave that there and have a great week. Bye.